From the very first moment, the scene reveals a nomadic group standing at the edge of a dark, towering cliff so high that anyone watching would instinctively hold their breath. They are about to begin a perilous migration where every step carries unpredictable risks. What forces them to leave their familiar land and face such treacherous terrain? The deeper you follow, the clearer it becomes that nomadic life is not merely movement, but a constant battle with nature. Stay until the end and remember to follow the channel so you never miss the next journey. This migration forces the nomadic group to traverse a rugged mountain range where the terrain seems almost unsuitable for human passage. Narrow paths, barely wide enough for footing, and cold, slick rock surfaces could send anyone slipping in an instant. Observing every cautious movement, I wondered, would we have the courage to take such a path if modern life no longer sheltered us? Their journey begins with a narrow ledge running along the mountain's edge. Each step reflects the immense pressure nature places upon the human body. There is no room for distraction, no technological aid, no escape except forward. Nomadic life in this moment is stripped of the poetic imagery of green pastures and roaming livestock, becoming instead a grueling test of endurance and willpower. The first major obstacle appears as a sheer vertical cliff. Its cold, dark surface is coated with a thin layer of moisture, making it even harder to grip. Rough hands press against the stone with intense concentration. This is not just climbing. It is confronting fear and surpassing personal limits. The focus in every movement shows how nomadic existence becomes a profound lesson in mental resilience dug further into the trail. Dense fog blankets the surroundings, obscuring visibility. Strong winds rise from the abyss below, causing bodies to sway slightly with each gust. A single mistake could send someone into the white void beneath. I could not help but compare this with our modern world. We complain often, but rarely face real danger. For the nomads, however, risk is simply part of survival. Despite collapsing stones, loose gravel, and broken footholds, the group maintains a slow but steady rhythm. They understand that nature offers no mercy, yet does not deter the determined. Worn boots, weather-beaten coats, and rough ropes become essential tools for survival. Nomadic life, seen through these images, reflects a powerful testament to human adaptability. Some sections of the path are frightening even to witness. Steep slopes tilted toward deep ravines, the stone surface sprinkled with shifting pebbles. Balance must be absolute. In these moments, tension slips into every breath. They never look back. Hesitation does not exist. Danger becomes a familiar companion. At times, they enter a cold, misty pine forest where the wind strikes hard enough to make them curl into their coats. The silhouettes moving through the haze create an atmosphere of constant testing, a reminder that nature evaluates human resilience with every step. They pause only for a few sips of icy spring water before continuing onward. In the modern world, comfort is abundant. For them, survival depends on not stopping too long. What impressed me most was the way they moved together. Without exchanging words, their coordination was seamless. One leads, another follows, each movement aligned with the rest. Nomadic life may be harsh, but it is also where unity reveals its purest form. As the day fades and golden light stretches across the mountains, visibility decreases, but the journey continues. Sweaty hands, heavy breaths, yet unwavering determination. These images capture a strength that cannot be measured by muscle or speed, but by sheer will to endure in the face of nature's immensity. Finally, they stand before the tallest cliff of the entire journey, a towering wall of cold stone with only a few crude rope anchors. They must cling inch by inch, hands wet with fog, feet searching for footholds the size of fingertips. Strong winds whip against their bodies, causing them to sway over the abyss. One slip would erase all the effort endured so far. It is a moment impossible to watch without holding your breath. When they finally reach the top, the afternoon sunlight breaks through the clouds like a well-earned reward. The group stops briefly, releasing long breaths of relief and pride. Nomadic life, though dangerous, reveals the profound beauty of endurance and unity. Through this journey, I realized that true strength does not come from modern devices or comfortable environments, but from the refusal to give up. The greatest lesson of today's story is this: only by daring to walk the most difficult paths do we discover the strongest versions of ourselves. If you were faced with such a challenge, what would you do? Would you possess the resilience to keep moving forward? If you want to know what lies beyond the mountain range, whether this migration has only just begun, or if even harsher obstacles await, stay tuned for the next episode. And remember to follow the channel so you never miss another survival journey filled with real inspiration.